Ooh, happiness can find you even in the darkest of nights. What up, gamers? It's Canadian winter. It's a Canadian winter. It's actually January 1st, the very start of the new year. I'm freezing my ass off. I figured for the start of this year, just to sort of get myself back into being a productive human, I would learn sort of things I'm interested in, you know? I'm gonna at least try to document some of the things I learned, some of the projects I work on. Probably primarily focusing on like game development and art, and like art for games and stuff, just because that's like sort of like the only thing that I'm interested in that could actually be like a career path, you know? Fuck off, you little fucking weasel cunt. Holy fuck, now that like I'm an adult, I'm just fucking angry at everything. Everything just pisses me off immediately, bro. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Like, what do you do when everything just pisses you off because nothing goes right? And like, there's nothing you can do about it because you're never taught. You're never taught how to do anything. I can't change. I don't know how to change. Right, Godot. So I'm starting off with Godot to learn a little bit about coding, because it seems simpler than Unity. Unity was a bit, just as like a little beginner project to integrate me into like learning the software and learning some of like the functions and whatnot. I made Flappy Bird. Dude, I hate, like, my face is lopsided. Like, it's not just the camera, it is my face, and like my glasses don't sit straight, so I don't know what to do. I don't really know whether I should be looking at like myself on my monitor or like looking at the camera. You know, the suffering is endless, but alright, excuse the crash outs. Let me just show Flappy Bird. So just to like start off the project, since I have zero basis to go off of, zero base knowledge of the software, I just followed a tutorial for pretty much like the code for jumping of the bird, for the spawning of the tubes, and for like the actual movement of the tubes. Right, that was pretty much just me like copying a tutorial. But me being me, I hadn't really felt like I had learned enough. Like, sure, I had learned some useful things, but to actually like remember it, I feel like you have to apply what you've learned to something new. So I decided I would create graphics for the tube and bird and background and all that, and then I can reapply it to that, right? Reapply the same principles to the fresh graphics. But actually turns out it's super easy to I didn't even need to like reapply any of the code or like rewrite anything for when I'm adding the graphics, because you can actually just drag and drop it right onto like the collision shape, or the, yeah, you can actually drag the PNG just right on top of like the mesh instance or the collision shape, and it will, as long as it's like in that grouping, the same code will apply to it. So yeah, super easy software, super easy principles, at least for now. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of complicated shit that I don't know how to do, but at least for starting off, Godot makes it very easy. Although the one thing that I was actually having trouble with was like the parallax, or whatever it's called. I don't even know. I think that's right. Where like the background sort of loops and moves with the camera and all that. I couldn't really, like, it was just like sort of a lot for day one. So I actually just drew like an extra wide PNG, and I just have it moving very slowly over. So if you actually get far enough in the game, you can see the background just start to like disappear. But like further down the line, I'll probably come back and fix that, just because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So day one, January 1st, today, I made Flappy Bird. It's not perfect. There's some things I want to add and fix, but I figure like it's a bit above my skill level at the moment, you know, like adding like saves, adding like saving the high score and shit. Like I'm having a bit of trouble with that. So, yeah.